Well, let's talk about the Zee-Sony merger from the very beginning. It was in 2018 that Zee announced that the promoters would sell half of their 41% stake in order to raise funds. In 2020, Sony actually initiated the first move, but the offer was not acceptable to Mr. Puneet Goenka. It was only in September 21 that you actually had the largest shareholder of Zee Entertainment Enterprises, that's Invesco Developing Markets Fund, which is formerly known as Invesco Oppenheimer Developing Markets Fund, along with OFI Global China Fund, who was holding about 18% stake in the company. They called for an extraordinary general meeting or an EGM of the shareholders, which was seeking the removal of Puneet Goenka, who was the MD of the company. In fact, Invesco said that as Zee Entertainment is required to seek an approval from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting or the Ministry of INB, this is in connection with the appointment of new independent directors. So that was really the bone of contention when a lot of the issues with respect to Zee Entertainment began. In September 2021, Invesco moved the NCLT after Zee did not take any decision on the EGM request. It was in the month of December 2021 actually that the merger between Zee Entertainment and Sony Picture Networks India or SPN was actually finalized. It was a deal to merge their overall television channels, their assets, as well as their streaming platforms in order to create a combined entity. After the closing of that merger deal, the plan was that Sony Pictures Entertainment would indirectly hold a majority of 50.8% of the combined entity, and the promoters, which is of Zee Entertainment, would hold a 3.9% stake, with Mr. Puneet Goenka actually leading the combined entity as its CEO and managing director. It was in March 2022 that Invesco actually dropped the call to remove Mr. Puneet Goenka as the managing director and CEO. They went ahead and supported the Zee-Sony merger. In the month of April, Invesco went ahead and offloaded 7.8% of their total 18.8% stake in Zee Entertainment. In the month of October, CCI, the Competition Commission regulator, gave their conditional approval for the Zee-Sony merger, requesting them to drop 3 of their channels. In December, the Zee lenders filed a plea against the merger in the NCLT. Now, a few days back, the stock really came under acute pressure. This is after the Mumbai bench of the NCLT actually gave the go-ahead for the insolvency proceedings against the company. In fact, this development came on the back of the fact that one of the lenders, which is IndusInd Bank, claimed a default to the tune of about 83 crore rupees against the media and entertainment behemoth. This is in their plea before the NCLT. Remember, financial creditor is allowed to move an NCLT for the initiation of corporate insolvency resolution process in the case of a default of about 1 crore rupees and above under Section 7 of the IBC. Now, this development in the long haul could lead to hurdles with respect to the merger between Zee Entertainment and Culver Max Entertainment Private Limited, which is actually the wholly owned subsidiary of the Sony Group Corp. So this is essentially the 2 parties coming together for the merger. There could be a hurdle. Now, analysts have gone ahead and said that if these insolvency proceedings against Zee could actually delay the merger, but it's not really going to impact the deal very critically because the amount that is involved in this is fairly small and a settlement is not going to have a major impact on Zee Entertainment. But the stock price has seen massive erosion. The stock price in the last 1 month has been down 11%. In the last 6 months as well, it's seen a downtick. And in the last 5 years, it's lower by about 65%. Now, brokerages still believe that there is hope ahead. UBS has a buy rating on Zee with a target price of 350. They say that yes, it is an overall negative development, but the debt obligation amount of 83 crore rupees is not actually material. Yes, the merger may be delayed down the line, and a potential settlement will not likely result in any material impact on the profit and loss. A similar view being expressed by Elara, who says that they don't foresee any reason for the merger actually being called off, but yes, until and unless these above issues are actually resolved, that will only expedite the overall merger process and lead to a valuation re-rating of the stock. So we'll have to wait and watch what emerges now with Zee Entertainment coming out and saying that they have also appealed in the NCLAT. and given that the final hearing for this case is down the line on the 9th of March.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.